You see this spreadsheet right here? This is the work of a man who spent an entire week of his life doing something absolutely insane. He analyzed every single game James Harden played over 4 seasons. Every city, every stat, every performance. But he wasn't looking at defensive schemes or shot selection. No, he was looking at strip clubs. This Reddit user had a theory. What if James Harden's basketball performance was directly linked to the quality of strip clubs in each NBA city? Everyone laughed. They called him crazy.
Nah, that's valid. That's valid. I ain't even gonna lie, 'cause the baddies will help your mind out. I'm telling you.
They said it was a waste of time, until he proved them right. This is the story of how one obsessed fan exposed the truth about James Harden's nightlife and why it might have cost him millions.
Bro, you know how much James Harden made in his career? Millions. Bro, James Harden made. Boy, you crazy. What? Top heights. Chapter 1. Hey, but let's get into it, man.
November 2019. The Houston Rockets just got destroyed in Miami, losing by 20 points. James Harden, he was terrible. Just 16 points on 13% shooting from the field. But here's where it gets interesting. That same night, Harden was spotted at a Miami strip club. Bottle service, cash everywhere, living his best life. A Reddit user named Angry Centrist saw the reports and something clicked in his brain. Miami has some of the highest rated strip clubs in America. Harden played terribly. Harden loves strip clubs. Was this just a coincidence? See, everyone in the NBA knew about Harden's reputation. The man had a particular affinity for what he called the Canadian Ballet. In Houston, there's a famous club called Dreams. Harden reportedly spent $1.5 million there in a single night. They literally retired his jersey. Not the Rockets, the strip club. His jersey hangs from the rafters of a Houston strip club like he won a championship there.
He don't need no NBA ring. What you saying that? He don't need that. He got this one right here. He got that baddie ring. What you talking about?
But Angry Centrist wanted to know, was Harden's love of nightlife actually affecting his game? So he did what any rational person would do. He spent the better part of a week creating the most elaborate spreadsheet you've ever seen, determined to find out if strip clubs were James Harden's kryptonite.
Probably.
Now, this wasn't some half-assed Reddit post. This man went full scientist mode. First, he pulled every single game log from James Harden's previous 4 seasons from Basketball Reference. We're talking hundreds of games. He filtered out all home games in Houston because, obviously, Harden knew those clubs too well. He also removed games where Harden was inactive or didn't play. Then came the fun part. He opened up Google and searched strip clubs for every single NBA city. Yes, this man made over 30 searches for strip clubs on his work computer. His search history must have been absolutely wild. For each city, he took the average Google review rating of the first 10 strip clubs that appeared. Miami, 4.03 stars. Toronto, 2.97 stars. Salt Lake City, 3.95 stars. Wait, Salt Lake City has the 3rd best strip clubs in the...
Hey, you see why Ja Morant, what he doing out there getting caught? Who else got caught? I ain't gonna name his name. Rest in peace to that boy, Bean. But he wasn't in the strip club though. He was just at the... But them girls in Salt Lake.
NBA? That's unexpected. But here's where it gets serious. He didn't just look at points per game. He analyzed 6 different stats. Points, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, assists, and turnovers. For each stat, he compared Harden's overall season average to his city's specific average. He created 2 categories: subpar, when Harden performed worse than his season average; very subpar, when Harden performed 20% or more worse than his season average. Then he counted how many subpar games Harden had in each city. Finally, he ran a regression analysis to see if there was a correlation between strip club quality and poor performance. And what he found was absolutely shocking.
Yo. Hold on, bro. The results.
The correlation coefficient came back at 0.4575.
What that mean?
In statistics, that's considered a moderate to strong correlation. But it gets better. The coefficient of determination, the R-squared value, was 0.21.
What?
That means James Harden's performance is 20% predictable based on the quality of a city's strip clubs.
Okay, so 20%. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. This is. So I ain't gonna lie. So he's playing in Miami. It's a 20% chance he gonna have a bad game. 20%.
Let me say that again. 1/5 of James Harden's game performance can be explained by how good the strip clubs are in that city. The data revealed 3 fascinating facts. Number 1, Harden's best performances came in Toronto, the city with the worst rated strip clubs at 2.97 stars.
He will focus. That boy out there. Man, ain't no baddies out here, man. Ain't no baddies. Am I well?
Number 2, Harden's worst performances came in Miami,
You already
the city
know.
with the best rated strip clubs at 4.03 stars.
Trying, man.
And number 3, Salt Lake City, home of the Utah Jazz, and the Mormon Church somehow has the 3rd highest rated strip clubs of all NBA cities.
I thought that was. I don't know why I thought it was Denver. It's Utah. I'm tripping.
Internet lost its mind. The post exploded. Thousands of upvotes, hundreds of comments. Sports journalists started covering it. People were making jokes. This is the kind of hard-hitting journalism we need. Someone get this man a Pulitzer. James Harden's true defensive weakness has been revealed. But here's the thing, the data didn't lie. Let's look at some specific examples. In Miami, over 4 seasons, Harden averaged just 16 points on 13.3% shooting in one game. 40 points, but on 40% shooting in another. His performances were wildly inconsistent, but consistently below his standards. In Toronto, 40 points on 55% shooting, 40 points on 68.2% shooting, 35 points on 40% shooting. The man was unstoppable in the city with the worst strip clubs. Chicago, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, all cities with highly rated strip clubs, all cities where Harden had significantly more subpar and very subpar games. Denver, San Antonio, Toronto, lower rated strip clubs, better performances. The pattern was undeniable.
Strip club warrior, man. It's okay.
But this wasn't just a funny Reddit post. This had real implications for Harden's career. Remember the 2012 NBA Finals?
Yeah.
Harden was on the Oklahoma City Thunder with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. They made it all the way to the finals against LeBron James and the Miami Heat. In the Western Conference Finals against the Spurs, Harden was incredible. 18.2 points per game off the bench, 49.3% shooting. Then they got to Miami, and Harden completely disappeared. 12.4 points per game, 37.5% shooting. He was invisible when his team needed him most.
Come on, don't do Harden. He was a strip club demon back then too. Ain't no way. Now, Harden, now if you did it on my team, now we got a problem. You did it on OKC, now we got a problem, Harden. Okay.
Years later, his former teammate Kendrick Perkins revealed what he thought happened. South Beach got a hold of us. James Harden disappeared completely off the face of the earth when we needed him the most.
Now y'all playing well, but at the end of the day, James, no one cares. We want to see what you do in the postseason. You forgot, I was your teammate when we went to the NBA Finals, and we couldn't find you in the finals when we lost to the Miami Heat.
Miami's nightlife.
He averaged 12 Perk. How much what you do? What you do, Perk? Because niggas be talking crazy on people like, you got to look at what you did. Like, what did you do, Perk? Nothing.
Gotten to him. Fast forward to 2022, Harden's playing for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lost to the Brooklyn Nets 129-100. Harden has a terrible game. 11 points on 3 for 17 shooting, plus minus of -30. That same night, he's spotted partying with rappers Lil Baby and Travis Scott. Stephen A. Smith went off. I need to send a message to James Harden. When you play like you played the other night, you cannot be seen out partying that night like it meant no big deal to you.
What you mean?
Be very, very careful, James Harden. And here's where it gets serious. Multiple NBA executives have admitted that Harden's nightlife reputation has made teams reluctant to trade for him or sign him in free agency. They worry he cares more about the clubs than winning championships. The numbers back this up. In the 2018 to 2019 season, Harden averaged 36.1 points per game in the regular season.
I'm talking about.
In the playoffs,
Front.
that dropped to 31.6 points per game. Still good, but 4.5 points less per game and far less efficient. This pattern repeated throughout his career.
What they got to do with that pattern got to do with the script club though.
Now, to be fair, Harden isn't the first NBA player to enjoy nightlife. Shaquille O'Neal famously said, "I'm not going to talk about him going out and hanging out with rappers. I invented that. That's what I did. However, when I stepped on that court, I still got 28, 30, 40, 50, 60, and I still won championships."
You had Kobe.
And Shaq has a point. Harden is one.
My thing is, when people be saying stuff like that, bro, you got to put everything into context. James Harden was dropping 28, 30, 40, 56 too, but he didn't have Kobe on his team. He didn't have Shaq. Come on, bro. I got to put it. Come on out. But James Harden is the script.
One of the most talented offensive players in NBA history. He's averaged over 30 points per game for multiple seasons. He won the MVP award in 2018. He made the All-NBA first team 6 times. The man has scored 60 points in a game multiple times. He's hit game winners in the clutch. He's one of the best isolation scorers the game has ever seen. So clearly, his nightlife isn't completely destroying his career. In the regular season, he's been phenomenal. The problem is, when it matters most in the playoffs, in crucial games, that's when the dip in performance becomes noticeable. And that's when people start asking questions about his priorities.
Priorities. You just don't win in the playoff game. It ain't that serious game.
So where does this leave James Harden? As of 2024, he's still playing in the NBA, but he's no longer the superstar he once was. He's bounced from Houston to Brooklyn to Philadelphia to the LA Clippers. And despite all his individual accolades, he still doesn't have an NBA championship. That's the one thing that will define his legacy. Was our Reddit scientist right? Did strip clubs
Yeah, script club definitely fucked with his head a little bit, but not having a championship won't define him.
Clubs cost James Harden a championship? We'll never know for sure, but the data suggests that at the very least, they didn't help. What we do know is this: James Harden is the only player in NBA history to have his jersey retired by a strip club before winning a championship. That's gotta count for something, right? The correlation is real. The data is sound, and the story is absolutely insane. One Reddit user spent a week of his life proving what everyone suspected, but nobody had quantified.
Hold on, so you said it didn't affect his games, but now you said it did. It's correlation. Like, this video is kind of...
James Harden's game suffers when the strip clubs are too good. As for Harden, he's still out there, still playing, still trying to win that elusive championship. Maybe he's learned his lesson. Maybe he's found better balance. Or maybe, just maybe, he's already scouting the strip clubs in whatever city he lands in next. So, what do you think? Is this the most ridiculous statistical analysis ever done? Or is it actually brilliant?
I ain't gonna lie, that was funny. That nigga took a week out of his life to do that, bro. That is funny. I hope he got paid off that, because he didn't get paid off doing... I mean, he got some upvotes, but hey, I ain't gonna lie. James Harden, he the king of the script club. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know what I'm saying? Jai is too. He the king going on. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, like, comment, subscribe, bro. Y'all want to see more videos like this, man? Let me know in the comments. I'm sorry, next video. No bad.